Welcome to Crithit Coffee Break. I'm Shrimp, and today we're talking about depression and content creation. Today we have joining us Moral Truth
Hello?
and Fisher,
Hey.
and they both have their own YouTube channels and deal with depression themselves. So, guys, the first topic we'll be talking about is what you like about being a content creator, because we don't want to dive right into the depressing stuff.
Yeah.
So
You want to go first?
I mean, sure, I don't mind. What I like being a content creator is that there's like all these opportunities that you get, like whether you're just on YouTube or if you're like live streaming on other platforms, you get to meet like all sorts of small creators, and then that gives you opportunities to collab with them. I personally do collabs because it's something that I enjoy doing. I get to meet more people, and then I help them make content. They help me make content, and yeah, it just helps make conversations more interesting. Like, oh, I actually do something on YouTube.
as meeting new people and making cool things together.
Yeah, making cool things that we enjoy. Yeah, that's the whole point of being a content creator. It's more important than just looking at the numbers.
Awesome. So what about you, Fisher? What do you enjoy?
Well, it's a way of expression for me. I can express how I'm feeling or in little moments. I don't need to, I don't know. I guess
Yeah, I would say the same thing for me
more
as well, to express myself and
Yeah.
share my perspective on various topics. I mean, that's how it is for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, get your thoughts out there, and then definitely looking back on those can be interesting too, because like if it's like a year later or something, it's like, man, I feel completely different now, or just remembering how you were in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
So moving on from that, what about content creation? Has it ever been like a driving force for you, or given you fulfillment or a purpose?
Oh yeah, I wouldn't do it if it wasn't.
Great.
Yeah, kind of like what I said earlier. Like, if you're making content that you enjoy, that's pretty much your drive and your purpose. Like, if you have a purpose for starting up your channel and making the content that you do, then people actually enjoy it as well as yourself, then that kind of gives people a purpose to keep going back to your channel. Like, for me personally, I get messages here and there saying that, oh wow, you motivated me to like do this, or oh, you made my day, and stuff, positive comments like that, just keeps me going, for sure.
And looking at how much you've done, all the hard work pays off, and you just look at all of those nice comments, and you have all your videos lined up, and it's like,
If you get comments.
yeah. Well,
I'm
I mean,
very,
other than
very
comments,
small.
if you have your your videos lined up, and it's like, man, I've gotten a lot done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done a lot in almost 3 years of content creation.
Congrats.
Now scrolling through your page, and it just keeps going on. There's like so many videos there.
So to go back to like my first video, and I was like, wow, my quality was really that bad. and I look at myself now, I'm like, wow, I improved.
Awesome. Well, moving on from that topic into something a little bit more heavy. Do you ever get disheartened when it comes to like the YouTube mentality, or when there's issues with your channel? So just like when you're thinking, oh, I'm not getting more views. Last time I got 10 views. This time I got less. Or this time my video's late or anything like that.
For me, not necessarily. Um, I know sometimes I wouldn't get that much views on, like on a video or a few videos in a row, but I just gotta keep going. I always look for ways to improve, like whether it's SEO or like my tags or the way I'm putting my content out there. And yeah, as long as I enjoy what I do, that's gonna keep me going. Like there might be times where like I don't feel like editing, or I might go up to like a couple of weeks or so like without uploading video. That could be a little disheartening at times, but like once you like remind yourself like, oh, like I'm doing this because of this, I'm doing this, that's what keeps me motivated, then you gotta get yourself back up and upload something.
Yeah. You break that schedule, you gotta get up and try again.
Yeah, and there's could be times, especially for small creators, like this is like you make a mistake, that's fine. You can always improve on the next one. I mean, we're not big, like not at this time, but work your dream, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like I'm always looking for ways to improve, and that's the only way I'm gonna grow, and that's how other creators are gonna grow.
Awesome. And so, what about you, Fisher? Do you ever get discouraged when either things go wrong or just thinking about growing and everything like that?
Well, the thing is, I don't really use my YouTube account that much. I'm more of Twitch and art. So my YouTube is basically just shit posting. So if something goes wrong, it was basically probably my fault. But
okay, well then, yeah, in that case, then relating to your art and streams.
Yeah, I work very hard on my streams. Like almost every stream, I try to implement something new, like a border or face cam or new little chat window.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, just something to knock up the quality a little bit every time. And I've tried streaming for longer, and it's very hard because like since I'm not that big of a streamer, there will just be times where I'm just sitting there for like 10 hours just with nobody there.
Oh, I know that feeling, but except like
Yeah.
I would go like maybe like at most maybe like 3-4 hours, and then like, nobody's there. But hey, eventually people might pop up here and there. They might say hello. They might, say how you doing, and then they just lurk for a bit.
Yeah,
for me too. Like I do streams as well, and I always look for ways to improve. Like for me, I'm trying to get somebody's, I think it's working on an overlay for me. I'm gonna use for my live streams, because recently I changed platforms. I was doing Twitch for almost 3 years, and then I'm moving to Mixer, so I'm gonna be starting anew there.
Yeah.
Okay, well, in that case, so what about the pressures and demands of your work? So for YouTube, just whenever you're like, it's the morning before you're supposed to release a video for your schedule, you got to get that thing uploaded, and you're tired, you don't want to do it, but you got that pressure on you. So what do you do, Morals? How does that make you feel?
I mean, I don't really get any like pressures or anything from you like for doing YouTube. Like I don't get people to like, hey, make a video about this, make a video about that. It's usually me making content that I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I try to go in the pace I want. Sometimes I just do like once a week videos, or once every other week. So yeah, that gives me like a lot of time to work on videos, because I go to college and I work as well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, pretty much.
It's great that it doesn't like stress you out, just like put a constant strain on you or anything like that. So
no, not really, no.
So Fisher, what about for you during your streams? Or I'm sure you have a streaming schedule, and sometimes you don't want to actually get up and stream.
Yeah. Yeah, I have I don't have a set in stone schedule, but I try to stream, 2 to 3 times a week.
Hmm.
When it's, reaching the end of the week and I haven't even started a single stream, I'm just like, yeah. Sometimes it's just hard to just get up and play video games.
Hmm.
I don't know why, but kind of hard. And
Yeah.
with art, I mean, I always try to do art like, once every day for practice.
Yeah, it's gotta be some pressure. Sometimes you can't feel creative all the time.
Yeah, exactly. I just end up like starting something and then I'll spend like 2 hours working on it. Then I'll just scrap it. I'll just throw it away. I'll just be like, yeah, the finger is like an inch too far to the left. I guess I'm scrapping it. So.
Yeah, going back to what Fisher said, setting a schedule for the uploads or for live streams, it helps definitely. It keeps yourself in check. I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta upload something on this day or I gotta live stream on this day, And for me, it's not like, oh, I'm gonna miss a day because I don't feel like it. Sometimes I miss a day because like something like comes up, and something that's outside of my own control. But like I let people know ahead of time and they understand. It's like, oh, I can't do this day. I'll just do it the next day because at most I try to do like twice a week for streams. So like, well, if I don't make it one day, I do the next day.
Yeah, have a makeup stream or.
Yeah, something around those lines.
So in that case, it doesn't sound like you guys are too pressured, but has there ever been times when you kind of lost sleep due to content creation? Maybe instead of because you're trying to get things out before it's scheduled, maybe you just get like really in the zone and you're trying to stay up and finish what you're working on.
Oh yeah. Well, it's less that I feel that I should stick to my schedule, more that I like really want to finish it. I set myself to something and sometimes I just lose track of time and sleep and normal human body functions just kind of end up being side features.
Right. Suddenly it's 3 a.m. and you haven't eaten.
Yeah, and like,
oh dear.
Yeah, I've actually done an entire 24-hour stream, and I don't think I ate through the entire stream.
Oh no!
Because I was just so excited to just be doing that stream, I just forgot to eat.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I suppose as long as you keep hydrated, it's not too bad. But
yeah,
still.
I think I had a drink or two, but I don't think I ate.
Okay. So it's still not healthy, but at least like not life-threatening.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always have a bottle of water on my table to stay hydrated. Sometimes I might have a snack or so.
That's a good idea. I should do
just
that.
to have it there, just in case, if you do get hungry, you can just have something to munch on, If you're thirsty, just have that water there, just drink it. I have a water next to me as well, like when I do live streams. At times I would get thirsty.
Huh.
Yeah, definitely. And even if those snacks get old, it's still okay to eat them, right? Just because those chicken wings have been sitting on your desk for 3 days, it's still fine, right, guys?
Oh, I was referring to like bag of chips or something, but hot wings. I mean, that's a different story. You have to take like a live stream break just to heat them.
Okay. So, how about
lack of sleep thing? Oh yeah. Me, I try to sleep at a certain time. I have like my sleep schedule in check. I do my best to sleep. I have most until like 1 a.m., 1:30. Rare occasions like 2 a.m. But not like the whole time. I'll be like, oh yeah, I gotta get this out there. Actually, sometimes I try to get like, for example, like a podcast episode because I try to leave like a 2 week or 3 week gap between podcast episodes, and then I remember one time, I was planning to upload a podcast episode, like for example on like I think my last one, I was trying to upload it by like January 31st, because that's like, oh, it's still January, I could upload something, and then it hit February 1st, and then that's when I finally uploaded. Oh dang, I could have got a podcast episode in January. I was like, oh, that's okay, I missed a month, I could try to make that up, try to get 2 podcast episodes for February.
Hmm.
So yeah, like if something doesn't always work out, there's always a plan B. So yeah, I shouldn't let like content creation like affect like how I sleep. I do my best to get at least like 7-8 hours of sleep every day. Anything less than that, that's not good. Sometimes I would see people that have like sleep schedules like completely weird. Like they would like sleep during the day and they wake up during the night. I'm like, how do people do that? I just don't know.
Gotta stay positive and stay healthy.
Yeah,
Well,
for sure.
But I mean, I guess when you have things to do in the daytime, it's definitely harder to end up in a schedule like that where you're like staying up at night and everything.
Yeah, I just try not to make content creation like my priority in life. I gotta like finish school, gotta like go to work. Content creation is just like a hobby for me. It's not like something I'll commit like 100% to. I just commit to it when I can.
Yeah, for me, there's since we have like a team, there's a social responsibility aspect to it. It's like, oh well, everyone else has done their part, so I need to get this done on schedule. So sometimes there's a few nights where I'll like stay up a little too late. It's like, oh no, the video's supposed to be out tomorrow, or we need this thing done in this time because it'll slow things down the line. It's like end up staying up way too late, not getting any sleep.
Yeah, for me, sometimes similar. Like when I do collabs, sometimes it takes a while for somebody to respond. They're like, "Oh yeah, I got your part of the collab. I'm gonna go ahead and work on this video with your collab in it." And then sometimes I will wait a while for that, or yeah, sometimes there could be like miscommunication, like when you do collabs or you're like working in a group.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's why I try to like limit myself as how many people I work with at once. Cause like if I work with more people at once and like everybody else has like different time zones, sometimes that could be like an issue.
Yeah, it could just be a scheduling nightmare.
Yeah, for sure. That's why usually I try to preferably try to collab with people around my time zone. It's much more easier to like set something up.
Yeah.
Like, cause I remember like I did like a podcast episode like a few months ago, and I had like 2 guests. They were from Australia, so I had to like do my podcast like at night, cause it'll be like the day for them. It'll be like the afternoon for them when it's like the night for me. So like, yeah.
Yeah, that definitely makes things a little weird. They're about to go to sleep. You're just getting up.
Yeah, I think I ended the recording, I think around like almost 1 a.m, I think.
Oh.
Or something around there.
Okay, so moving on to like one of the harder things is hate messages.
Mm.
You guys get any of those?
Not so much.
I mean, we do
anymore.
at some point. Like, there's always I mean, it's the internet. I mean, there'll be people out there that would just hate on, like, people for, like, no reason.
Yeah. And so how do you deal with them whenever you do get them?
Sometimes, like, it was, like, a spam comment. I mean, sometimes that's different than, like, a hate message. But, like, if you get, like, a spam comment, it's not like, oh, nice video, check out my channel with the link. It usually go in my spam filter, so it doesn't really show up on my on the comment section. But if it's like a hate message, I don't really take it personally. I just don't respond to it because I don't want to give them attention for it. They don't really deserve my time. like to just respond to them. Usually I would just like, I don't know, I just like remove the message, and then maybe just block them if they keep on going, like with the negativity. Cause I don't really need that kind of stuff on my content, or I don't need like that kind of stuff on, let's say, Twitter or something. I try to be like cautious on like who I follow on Twitter, you know,
Yeah.
is when I keep my feed positive. It's a similar thing, you know.
Hmm. So what about for you, Fisher? How do you deal with like hate messages, or do you not get many of them?
Well, the thing is, when I first started streaming, the very first message I got was, kill yourself.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got
And
those too.
yeah, it's kind of just an internet thing, you know, it's whatever. Who cares at this point? Um, but I don't know. Normally I would just try to play along with it. I think my response was, "Okay, yeah, I'll do that after the stream. Don't worry." And then I just kind of continued on with my stream. I don't really let it get to me, I guess. I just kind of play along and
Yeah,
Yeah, that's how it
that-
is for me in live streams too. Yeah, I just go along with it, you know.
yeah, they end up just getting tired and leaving. So
Yeah, pretty much.
yeah, definitely joking around can help. And hey, I
Yeah.
mean, sometimes those people can turn into normal viewers somehow.
one of my regulars, she can be a real pain in the ass, but I don't know. At the end of the day, she's like really nice.
I mean, I suppose they're dealing with things in their own life and
Yeah.
lashing out.
You know.
So.
I don't lash out at her or anything, so I don't know. We end up getting along pretty well. Now it's just like she'll insult me on a more friendly manner, less of a malicious kind of thing.
Yeah. Instead of you're horrible, why are you even here? It'll just be like, he's stupid.
Well, no, she's still pretty rough with it, but she doesn't hold back. She's kind of aggressive, but I don't know. We get along. That's all I'm trying to say.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, we've had over in Crithit, it's been pretty light on the hate comments. We've had a few things where just art and jokes we have people don't like, but other than that, it hasn't been too bad, at least as far as I've seen. What about dealing with like the dreaded no comment on things? Like it was you put something out there and and instead of a hate comment or a nice comment, you're getting no comment on it. Sometimes that can be a little harder to deal with.
Oh, apparently, Mole had to step out.
Uh-oh.
Blender.
Yeah, I'll be back in a bit. Yeah,
Yeah.
because my folks are gonna use the blender. I don't want to have like a bunch of
Oh,
background noise.
that's
while
fine.
you guys do this.
No worries. I'll
Yeah, I'll be
take
back shortly. Yeah.
Like I said, I can talk for hours. It's fine.
All right, go right ahead. You have the mic.
All right. Well, I think the one time that I did that kind of disappointed me was I never used Facebook. I've not touched my Facebook in 4 years ish. I mean, I'll still use it to like add friends, stuff like that. If people add me, I'll add them back, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I ended up posting my art there, and it just nobody cared. I was super happy with my art, and just nobody commented on it, liked it, or even private messaged me about it. It was just kind of, I don't know.
Yeah, it can definitely be hard to deal with.
Yeah. I mean, I got over it because, I mean, I don't really care about the people who are on my Facebook. I don't know. I think I've gotten kind of lucky with this content creation thing. I've not gotten too much of the negative. I've gotten a good amount of positive. Well, I don't know. I did get banned on stream from gamers fighting depression.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that was a that was a funny one, actually. Yeah. Well, I don't need to get into that story.
Yeah,
Oh,
I guess not. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I haven't had like I mean, definitely we don't get many comments on like our videos and everything, but even with, because I draw things sometimes too, like not at your level, but I've had times where I'll send fan art to people and they'll be like, nice, or something like that. It's just like a quick comment, or they won't respond to it at all.
oh yeah, I get that. I get that a lot because I do artwork for streamers.
Mhm.
Sometimes I like to look for little itty bitty tiny streamers with nobody else talking, and just start up a conversation with them and see what kind of person they are. And after a while, sometimes I'll do art for them, and I don't know. Some of them just don't respond as I would wish. Some of them are just like, cool. Like,
Yeah, it's like, I don't know,
okay.
maybe they don't know how to respond to something like that, or
I'm sure that's it, but I don't know. I wish I got a better response, because if it were like a negative response, I would know that I did something wrong and that I could fix something. I got it positive, I did well, blah, blah, blah. But cool's just kind of,
yeah. What do I do with that?
yeah, what do I do? Is it good? Is it bad? I don't know. That's like a sign of mediocrity, I think.
Yeah.
In my mind, that's like the sign of mediocrity. If somebody just describes your artwork as cool, that's like, I don't want my artwork described as that.
Yeah, it's definitely worrying.
Yeah, I would like, a little bit more information, even if it's negative. Negative information can be useful because it lets me know how to fix my work.
Yeah, definitely. When it's something you worked on longer, because a lot of times you could run into the situation where things you don't spend much time on are either more popular or more commented on, and then things you spend forever on, and you think it's like, it's finally my masterpiece is done. Nobody cares.
Yeah, it's weird. I will post. I post my artwork on Steam if it's game related, and some of the ones that I think are better than others just skyrocket. Or the other way around. You know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
The ones that I don't like as much skyrocket. Okay. I can talk for hours, not so good on the actual using words and describing things.
Sometimes don't spoach word good.
Yeah. Brain not work too good.
But yeah, I mean, sometimes that'll be it. It's like, finally my greatest creation, my weekend 10-minute doodle that I uploaded as a joke, and it's blown up.
Yeah. I don't know. I think people just like little things.
I guess so.
Oh, welcome back.
Thanks.
Welcome back. So,
Thank God, I was kind of running out of conversation.
Oh no, you did good, man. You did good.
Yeah, we were pushing the limits of that infinite talking.
Yeah.
But So then in that case, Laurel, do you ever have like moments where there's something, a video you worked harder on and it doesn't get many, it doesn't get like the response you wanted, either the viewership of it or just the comments of it, like not many people responding?
Oh yeah, yeah. Early on, there would be like videos where I don't get any responses at all. But that was at the time that I didn't get my SEO down. Sometimes I'm not even like sharing my videos like to the right audience at the time.
Hmm.
So, yeah, it's actually good now that I'm getting a bit more comments here and there on my content. Since I would get like a bit more viewers here and there on my live streams. And wait, this is going with negativity in the community. You were saying?
Oh
Or
no, we haven't moved on to that yet.
oh, not yet. All right, but yeah, so yeah, like I said before, sometimes usually I would get like I don't know, like 20, 30 views a video. But like I said, I don't pay attention too much to the numbers. I just do my best to make content I enjoy, and whoever watches it watches it. Usually the content I do is mostly just for me, to look back at. It's just like a hobby of mine.
It's a good way to stay positive going through it.
Yeah, man, for sure. You gotta have like that motivation there. If you don't have it, then you gotta think about why you're doing YouTube or why you do live streams.
Or why you do art.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, why do you create content?
No.
And so, what about negativity in the community in general? So, not just the viewers, but also, your peers, people maybe you've collabed with or you haven't collabed with, just other people on your platform or anything like that, or maybe the business running the platform.
Usually like when you talk about negativity in the community, I would think like social media. I mean, that's where I would see it for the most part. Like sometimes maybe someone might retweet something and then it's like something like bad going on. I'm like, oh darn,
Yeah, it's like you don't want to keep up with that. Trying to
Yeah,
stay
yeah.
positive.
Yeah. Sometimes I might see like one of my peers, like they're having like a bad day. I go ahead and reach out to them. I check up on them, ask how they're doing, and just try like stay positive, because life's too short.
Mm.
We gotta like stop worrying about like the little things that are bothering us. Just gotta care about the things that we do have, not so much worry about the things we don't have.
Definitely. So what about for you, Fisher? Do you ever have to deal with negativity in the community? Maybe other streamers or artists that are being negative?
I don't really know. I'm not sure I have much to say on this one. I've been pretty clear of people like that.
Yeah, it's there's definitely some overlap in that one.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I got pretty lucky with my creation so far. I've not seen much negative.
I mean, like sometimes I would get like constructive criticism on my content, but I wouldn't take that as negativity.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always gotta look for ways to improve. It's up to us if we want to like take the feedback or like take it in consideration. It's just like people's opinions.
So, well, with all that said, we can't let all these things keep us down. So, how do you combat depression whenever it does crop up in your work? Like, I mean, it has to happen at some point. So, how do you deal with it when it comes?
Well, I I actually let it get into my work. A lot of my best artwork pieces, in my opinion, or my most creative ones, was when I was feeling very emotional. Maybe not depressed, maybe excited or, you know, sad or angry. But it really it really gets my creative juices going, and I'm able to almost make my emotions into something.
Right, turning like something negative into something positive in a way.
Yeah, yeah, something that I can be happy with. A good
Yeah, that's
art
pretty
piece
good. I like
or
that.
a good
Yeah.
Twitch stream. So yeah, I purposely let my emotions get into my work.
Let it fuel you and drive your
Yeah,
creation.
yeah, exactly. I don't see any issues with that.
An interesting way of dealing with it. So, how
Yeah.
about you, Moral? How do you deal with it?
I mean, we all have to deal with it, eventually. Like we all have gone through depression, whether it's that or like anxiety. Sometimes I'll go through anxiety, sometimes due to like the environment in my home. And yeah, I do my best, like to just look at the bright side of things, not just keep looking down at the bad things. I usually like I would just listen to like some lo-fi, lofi hip hop. So I would listen to like some chill hop music, some smooth jazz, just to like kind of bring up my spirits a bit.
Yeah, put on some tunes to relax.
Yeah, pretty much.
Awesome. Well, I think we've covered things. We've been. Oh, this has been actually a slightly positive one.
Wait, that was it?
Wait, hold on. Can my sister say something as
Yeah.
well? She has something to say. All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I just think it's important to recognize the roots of the roots of your anxiety. For say, if you're dealing with something, you were able to identify it as like environmental issues within your household. And so once you come to recognize that, you can look at it and find what kind of solution can I do? Should I content create outside of my home environment to help better my spirits? Should I spend more time outside? Should I like you can intertie that with your passions and not let it stop you, or at least figure out a way to deal with it, but in a healthy way, is by recognizing it instead of ignoring it, and what you can do to combat, because we're all just combating it.
Definitely gotta get to the root of the problem so you can fix it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I definitely agree with what she had to say. For sure, I feel the same way.
So, is there any other topics you guys wanted to touch on before we?
I don't know. I kind of thought this would be longer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
kind of
kinda
going
quick.
off with kind of going to what she said. We have to go through stuff at times. Like we have our ups and downs in life, but as long as you stay motivated. Look at the good side of things. Make content that you enjoy. Have that motivation. And then like just like make content you enjoy. Inspire people. Try to like spread positivity to others that need it most. Maybe we could have like a more positive communities like on social media, because there's like people out there, like it's the internet. There's people out there that just spread hate, like for no reason. So people gotta look at like things from a multiple perspective, not just be closed-minded. You know, because usually negativity comes from misunderstandings at times.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, she has some more stuff to say. But go right ahead.
So the idea of negativity on social media, in terms of like what I've seen with trolling and just like the the kind of humor that is just I don't know, it is a thing where it's satire, but it breaks a barrier where it becomes like your irony is irony in itself, because it's like what is it, meta, when it's like multiple layers of like humor. It just becomes so negative, and so our like culture of humor has evolved to like this very like self-negative spirit where negativity is just part of the humor. You know, it's part of humor to to put people down and to say like off the wall things, like very controversial racist things, like, oh, I'm just, you know, I'm trolling. And it's it's a humor that's not needed, especially in today's society. I understand that comedy and humor was created to deal with like issues in society. Like people would make jokes about like uncomfortable things to like break the tension, but there's like a sense of just like disconnect within like social media and like people's emotions and how people are, you know, actually reading what you're typing, and there's a disconnect in this like desensitized thing within like social media, where you're talking to people but you're not seeing their face, so you can say whatever the hell you want, and people need to recognize that word.
I need to recognize that there's someone else on the other end of those comments receiving them.
Yeah, I mean, we're all human beings. It's like we're not like robots or anything or animals. You know, we all have like our unique perspectives of life. You know, we have to more or less like respect where we come from. You know.
Definitely. I have trouble seeing the positive in things sometimes, and
yeah, it's no worries. We all do at times. I do too.
Yeah, and I guess like I don't know. One of the things I usually deal with is not spreading the negativity, because like if you're not feeling like things are going well, you know, even though you know it's good to share it with people that you care about, they can help you deal with it, but not all the time. Like you don't want to just be sharing that out to everyone and getting everyone else down as well. That's something I deal with sometimes. And yeah, it's like it's definitely a struggle at times. And as far as dealing with it, I don't know. I think whenever I deal with depression, I'll usually just hang out with my friends or family, and usually they'll be able to cheer me up.
Yeah, I usually like talking it out. Like that's how it helps for me. You know, because if I try to keep my emotions bottled up inside, you know, I'm not gonna be happy. You know, I'm just gonna be stuck in that state of depression.
Okay, so this is depression cast that's kind of going on a positive note. I think it's been more, it leans more on the positive side than the negative. So I think we've done good there. You guys have to stay healthy, stay positive out there.
For sure.
That'll do.
That's the moral of the story here.
So before we head out, it's for people who maybe haven't heard of you guys or just hanging out on our channel and haven't seen you guys, where can they find you and what can they expect when they go there? Starting off with you, Morrow.
Yeah, sure. Folks can find my YouTube channel at youtube.com/moraltruth. You folks will find a variety of, like, for example, like sit down vlogs, travel vlogs, and then I host a podcast called Morals Podcast, where I have topics pertaining to internet culture and philosophy. And I have a website for the podcast as well, moralspodcast.weebly.com. And then you guys find the podcast on iTunes, on Stitcher, Google Play, all those places. And also, yeah, I mentioned earlier. I'm sorry, I mentioned. Okay, let me cut that part off, but perhaps. But
All right.
yeah, I also stream on Mixer. You can find me at mixer.com/moraltruth. I mostly stream Hearthstone, but I'm gonna be streaming a variety of other games here and there. And yeah, I'm on Twitter at Moral Truthy, and Facebook at Moral Truth Gaming, Instagram. Yeah, everything will be in the description. I assume.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'm like all over the place, pretty much.
Awesome. And so, Fisher, how about you? Where can they find you, and what can they expect when they go there?
Well, I'm most active on twitch.tv/AFAFisher. Um, what you can expect is some pretty chill streams. I don't really get many people coming by, so uh, anybody's willing, if anybody's willing to come by, come chat, that would be nice. I do gaming, I do art, I. That's about it.
Definitely.
Yeah, I got chill vibes, on my stuff too. If you're here for that, then yeah, there you go. If you like chill vibes, go to Fisher's stream, go to my stream. Let's have a good time.
Yeah.
Definitely check out these guys. They're great people. You've heard them, so.
Thanks, Shrimp. You're pretty cool too.
And of course, for those of you who are maybe new to Crithit, come and join our Discord and leave us a comment. All right.